Hey guys, MGTOW Crypto, Chris Cantu, and we got another episode coming at you. Alright guys, so in this episode, I wanted to do a review of Bitconnect and give you the best tutorial of Bitconnect for 2018. I'm going to try to give you a background on cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, but then also Bitconnect, how it plays a role in the whole cryptocurrency ecosystem. I'm going to answer some of your most important questions, and I'm going to show you the best ways to earn using the Bitconnect platform. So let's get started. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be talking about the banking system versus the blockchain. We're going to talk about what is Bitcoin and what is Bitconnect. We're going to talk about the 4 ways to earn with Bitconnect. We're going to talk about making your first Bitconnect loan. Pretty exciting stuff. We're going to talk about reinvestment and the 8th wonder of the world, compound interest. We're going to talk about the referral program, a 5th way that you can earn with Bitconnect, and then we're going to answer some of your most important questions. So let's talk about the traditional banking system. You may hear it referred to as the fiat banking system, and compare that to what the blockchain is, or what in essence cryptocurrencies are built upon. Alright, so we're looking at an article called What are the Differences Between Bitcoin and the Traditional Banking System? There are many differences between the two fundamentals of how they operate, how money is distributed and created, and how the units are stored. So with the traditional banking system, you'll regularly hear it called the fiat banking system. It's the US dollar, which is the reserve currency, which can be printed at will or when needed, so the supply is not capped. So the banking system is open to manipulation of figures, exchange rates, and tampering by high-profile bankers and governments, and due to the ease at which traditional money is printed, it slowly loses its value, or what, in other words, inflation. Many banks operate on the fractional reserve banking, where they only have a supply of cash at any one time for a certain percentage of customers at once, and if all customers attempted to withdraw their money at once, the bank would fail. So essentially you put, let's say, $1 into the bank can then turn around and loan out up to 10 or more dollars based on your $1. So it's a fiat Ponzi scheme banking system that we're talking about, where your account is just a number on a screen and they don't really hold that much actual physical cash that's backed up by anything. Some of the advantages of the traditional banking system are that it's already an established system. The little plastic debit and credit cards that we have are accepted almost everywhere. Ability to charge your money back in the event of fraud. So that's one good thing, if someone steals your credit card number and goes and makes a bunch of fraudulent transactions, the banks can pretty easily reverse those fees, and there's insurance behind that to be able to do that. And then the use of cash does not require any network connection or electricity. I mean, let's be honest, if we're holding a $100 bill in our hands, we don't need electricity, we don't need to go online to be able to spend that $100, and most places will accept that $100 cash currency. Now, some of the disadvantages are that it's totally open to manipulating the figures. We talk about inflation. The value of the dollar can be easily manipulated. Fractional reserve banking makes this a higher risk option. Banking fees can be expensive, especially for businesses. So let's say you're a business and you need to transfer $100,000 to another bank account. Some of those fees can be pretty high, $5,000, $10,000 just to transfer your money over to another account. Banks in different countries often work differently, and linking them can be tedious, and many use different currencies. So if I want to send my friend some money in Russia, it's very complicated to be able to do that in the current traditional fiat banking system. So let's talk about Bitcoin. BTC, which is short for Bitcoin, is a decentralized virtual currency that was invented by a guy by the name of Satoshi Nakamoto. The anonymous inventor published a white paper in 2008 as proof of concept, and then released it as open source prototype software in 2009. So Bitcoin uses peer-to-peer technology to operate without a central authority or banking institution. It's managing transactions and issuing new BTC, also known as mining, is carried out collectively by the network. Bitcoin has many unique characteristics compared to traditional credit cards, such as international payments, low transaction fees, irreversible transactions for merchants, and security through encryption. So how is new Bitcoin created? Bitcoins are only created as a reward for proof of work involving cryptographic hashes called mining. Users offer their computing power to verify and record payments into a public ledger known as the blockchain. Bitcoin that is already mined is in circulation and can be exchanged for goods and services. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins in existence. So what's interesting about Bitcoin is that these coins can be divisible into smaller amounts. Unlike traditional currencies, Bitcoins are divided up into 8 decimal places, which means that over time, people will have the ability to use tiny fractions of a Bitcoin for the small purchases. The smallest divisible unit of a Bitcoin is aptly named a Satoshi. So you can count a decimal place, you can count 8 decimal places, and each one of those is called a Satoshi. So how is Bitcoin price calculated? The price of Bitcoin is determined by its supply and demand. When demand for Bitcoin increases, the price increases, and then when the demand falls, the price falls. There is only a limited number of Bitcoin in circulation, and new Bitcoins are created at predictably diminished rate. So demand must follow this level of inflation to keep the price stable. And why do people trust Bitcoin? Unlike centralized fiat systems, Bitcoin is fully open sourced and decentralized. So transactions can be verified independently at any time. Bitcoin payments can be made instantly and directly without an intermediary. The whole system is protected by a combination of epileptic curve cryptography and hashing on the SHA-256 curve. So basically what we're saying is just really complex algorithms that lock in the value of a Bitcoin so that there's proof of work that some effort was taken to be able to get you that one Bitcoin. All right, guys, so now that I got you all excited about Bitcoin and the kind of background compared to the fiat banking system, probably asking, Chris, where can I go get some Bitcoin? Well, I recommend you go to Coinbase. You can get there by chriscantu.com/Coinbase. Go ahead and set up an account there, and when you purchase your first $100 worth of Bitcoin, you'll get an extra $10 at no cost, and I'll also get $10 for referring you. So it's a win-win situation. Go to chriscantu.com/Coinbase and purchase your first bit of Bitcoin today. All right, so now that we've gotten through the basics of cryptocurrency, we've talked about where you can go buy your own Bitcoin, let's talk about specifically Bitconnect. What is Bitconnect? Bitconnect is a self-regulated lending platform. So unlike the banks or the fiat banking system, this is a completely independent, self-regulated lending platform. So let's go ahead and take a look at the back-end office, but go ahead and sign up if you haven't done so at chriscantu.com/Bitconnect, so that way you can follow us walking through the back-end office. All right, guys, so here I am logged into my Bitconnect back-end office. You can see how it looks here. So up here you got your Bitcoin prices in euros and USD, British pounds. You can also see the current cost of one Bitconnect coin is almost at $300, trading at $298 today. Here you can see my lending wallet moved over a little bit of profit to my Bitconnect wallet. So currently I have 0.02 Bitconnect coins, and then I just cashed out some Bitcoin, but I sent it over to my own wallet. And so here you can see you have basically two wallets, your Bitcoin wallet and your Bitconnect coin wallet. Both allow you to send and receive. You can see I have that little bit of 0.022 Bitconnect coin there. I would just need to put someone's address of a Bitconnect wallet and be able to send them this little bit, and then they charge just a small fee there. So next up we have the exchange. So this is where I would go to sell my Bitconnect coin for Bitcoin, or where I would go buy Bitconnect coin if I deposited some Bitcoin. So again, Bitconnect, Bitcoin, they're kind of interrelated, and especially here on the Bitconnect platform. So here I could go and sell the little bit of Bitconnect. I would just hit all. This is how much Bitcoin I would get, and I could go ahead and sell that. So the exchange is pretty cool. This allows you to do trading, and you can see all of the orders currently for both buying and selling Bitconnect coin. If we go into the next section here, this is all the transactions that have taken place. So you can see my Bitconnect wallet, Bitcoin wallet, all the times that I've cashed out in my Bitcoin, the lending wallet, each time I made any kind of profits on my my loans. The daily interest I can see there under the lending wallet. So you can see the profits I've made there. This is where all of my referrals are. This is the referral section, and you can see I have 47 referrals so far. The rest of this site is really just your profile. You're making sure that you have your account security. I highly recommend you set up two-factor authentication with your smartphone. It just makes your account more secure so people can't hack into it. You guys want to put a support ticket in? Oh, look, I just got $5 in my lending wallet. Cha-ching! So there you can see all of your support requests. I've never had to file a support request. It's been very easy to use. So that's a great option. If you guys do have any issues, you can just set up a support ticket right in the back end dashboard. So that's the back end dashboard. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It takes some time of using it to get real familiar with it, but everything works very snappy. They haven't really had any downtime since I've been involved with Bitconnect, and it's gone pretty well so far. All right, guys, so now let's get to the meat of it, what you've all been waiting for, the 4 ways that you can earn with Bitconnect. The 4 ways are staking, investing, trading, and then mining, and we'll go through each one of those. So with Bitconnect staking, you're essentially making money by just buying the coin and holding it, or as we like to say in the crypto battlefield, hodling. So, if I would have bought Bitconnect coin at, let's say, $30, and now it's going for almost $300, I would have made 10x my initial investment, so 10 times my initial investment just by buying the coin and holding it. All right, and then when it comes to staking is when you hold the coin for 15 days or more. You're able to earn rewards on that. The way that the coin is mined, it just increases the value because you're holding it and it's not all being dumped into the market and sold for Bitcoin. So they're going to reward you just for holding Bitconnect coin. And here you can see my Bitconnect wallet that I have, where you'd want to put your coins in order to earn those staking rewards. So every 15 days, put your coins in here, wait 15 days, and then you should start seeing those rewards trickle in. Here are the rates for Bitconnect staking. We've already surpassed January through June. We're currently in the second duration, which is 6 months from July 2017 to December 2017. So you're getting basically 8% per month on top of your investment and holding, and whatever gains you're making just by the coin rising, you're also making an additional 8% every 30 days for just holding those coins into that wallet that I showed you. Now, when you're seeing this in 2018, for the first 6 months, you're going to see 7% per month returns for staking. And then the second half of next year, 2018, you're going to see 5% per month for staking your coins in the Bitconnect wallet. All right, I won't get too much into mining. It's kind of complicated. Honestly, I don't really understand it myself. The main thing to understand with mining any coin is that you have to measure out how much coin you're going to actually mine versus the power and the electricity and the hardware, the computational power of you putting that computer together. All of that investment totaled up, you really got to figure out when is your break-even point and when will you be into profit, and how much profit will you earn. Typically, the way that I've seen it, mining is pretty complicated to set up, and it only nets you incremental profit unless you are mining a new coin that ends up blowing up. Bitconnect has blown up, so if you're mining it very early on, you're probably doing well into the profits. So let's talk about Bitconnect trading. Again, if you bought Bitconnect coin for $30 and now it's going to $300, if you didn't sell it and you went ahead and now that it's at $300, you went ahead and went to the exchange and sold it, you would make 10x profits. So it's another way like staking, but essentially you're using the internal exchange on the Bitconnect platform. Put in my sell order, and then I can also set limits. So if I didn't want to use the last price, I would put a bid price, or I'd put an ask price. Again, it gets into more technical trading terms. So if you guys are just starting out, I really wouldn't recommend at all trading or trying to make money just based on trading. I would instead look at doing loans and making money that way off the Bitconnect lending platform. So what I'm really excited about is the Bitconnect lending. So you earn daily interest by lending your Bitconnect coins to the Bitconnect trading bot. So we're taking a look at the Bitcoin volatility software, and it gives you the daily interest that you're earning. So today I earned 0.48. Yesterday was 1.50, and that's daily interest. When you look at the fiat banking system, you're lucky if you get paid 1 to 2% per year. That means you have to put your money and keep it there a whole year just to earn the same amount that you're earning per day. So that's why Bitconnect is such an amazing self-regulated lending platform. It allows you to earn back that daily interest. Combined with compounding, you can do really well with Bitconnect. You can see tomorrow we're going to have a crazy day at 1.95. We'll get into a little bit of the lending amounts, but suffice to say, this is definitely a way to boom and to really start thinking as an investor versus as a consumer. You know, you're putting money away, basically holding it into a loan. And like with any loans, I mean, you loan someone money with the expectation of you getting it back. But in this case, you're loaning someone money and then getting paid back daily interest, as well as getting a capital release where you get your money back at the end of the loan term. All right, so let's talk about making your first Bitconnect loan. So first you need to set up an account on Bitconnect. You can go to chriscantu.com/Bitconnect. Then you need to deposit your Bitcoin into the BCC exchange. So remember, we went to Coinbase, we bought at least our first $100 of Bitcoin, and then basically you want to send your Bitcoin from Coinbase over to your Bitcoin wallet in Bitconnect. All right, so here we are at our wallet, and you would just want to hit receive Bitcoin. You would hit on deposit, and then this is your address, or this is my address at least, but you'll get your address. And then from Coinbase, you want to send your Bitcoin to this address. And then once that takes place, it may be a little while due to the network traffic, but once you get your Bitcoin into your Bitconnect account, then you'll want to go to the exchange and purchase your Bitconnect coin. And so if you want to do $1,000, you'll get $1,000 worth of Bitconnect coin. If you do $5,000 of Bitcoin, you'll get $5,000 worth of Bitconnect coin, whatever that ends up being at the current rate. And so you'll come in here. You will have your, you want to buy BCC, you'll have your available balance here, and then basically you just put in how much BCC you want to buy, and then basically hit buy Bitconnect coin. The order should, you know, depending on what the price is, it should process pretty quickly, and then you'll be up here. And then where I have 0.002, you have your Bitconnect wallet and Bitconnect coin there. And then you can start making a loan off of that. All right, so the best part about the lending here is that the more that you lend, the more that you're gonna make in daily interest. So we're looking at a screenshot here. First $100 to $1,000, you're gonna get back after 299 days, or what's called a capital release. If you were to loan $1,010 to $5,000, you would get an additional 0.1% daily interest on top of whatever that daily interest happened to be for that day, plus an extra 0.1%, and your capital release would be about 60 days sooner at 239 days. So that means you'd get your initial investment in USD back after 239 days. If you were to do $5,010 to $10,000, you'd see an additional 0.2%, and you would get that back in 179 days. Now, for those big dogs out there, and I've seen a lot of people do these bigger loans. If you do $10,010 to $100,000, you will get an additional 0.25 on top of whatever the lending is for that day, and then you'll get it back in 4 months. 120 days return capital release. So it's very exciting, the numbers that they have here. So depending on how much you can spend to get started, I would recommend doing at least $1,010. That way you're guaranteed that 0.1% on daily interest in addition to whatever the lending bot trades for you. All right, so now I'm really excited to show you this, guys. We're going to talk about reinvestment and compound interest. Now, Albert Einstein once said that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. And this was a great mindset shift for me to make from the consumer into the investor, and thinking like an investor. And an investment, is a risk, but when you put it out there with this particular risk in Bitconnect, you get paid back daily interest. And so not only that, but when you reinvest that daily interest, you start the compounding effect, or what Einstein calls the eighth wonder of the world. So I've went ahead and put together a spreadsheet, guys, where you can calculate and see for yourself this compound interest. You can download that spreadsheet by going to chriscantu.com/compounding. So chriscantu.com/compounding. Download the spreadsheet and start playing with the numbers and figure out, how much money do you want to make. We'll go ahead and take a look at that spreadsheet here. And again, that's available at chriscantu.com/compounding. What you'll put in here, the dollar amount that you want to loan. So let's say I want to do $1,020. I just hit tab over there. Now this is based on a daily interest rate of 0.009, which is basically on average, you get about 1%, but this is just kind of meeting you in the middle and not including the bonus. So this is just a very conservative calculation here. Essentially, you would earn $10.20 per day. And then when you reinvest that as a $10 reinvestment, again, you can reinvest $10 increments each reinvestment. So essentially, you'd be able to reinvest every day. And then where it really gets interesting is where you look at, let's say, 60 days later. So 60 days with that daily reinvestment, you would get $1,800 worth of your loan, but then you'd be making $17.22 on average per day. So it just depends. How much do you want to make per day? Can you afford to continue to reinvest that profit? And then let's say go out to 90 days. So at 90 days, your loan amount would be $2,390, and you would be making $22.50 per day just by reinvesting every day for 90 days. So you can start to see that what Einstein was talking about, that eighth wonder of the world, you can really fine tune it and really hone that skill set by using something like the Bitconnect lending platform. It's really helped me make a lot of important investor mindset shifts. And it's something that, with really little risk, when you talk about the capital release, you're going to get that initial USD value back at the end of the capital release, or at the end of the loan term. So really, it really hedges your bets against all of the risk. Worst case, you get a 0% day and you just don't make any interest that day. But if you did over $1,010, you'd still get the 0.1. So a lot of great aspects of Bitconnect, and why I really like it and really recommend it for you guys that are getting started in cryptocurrencies. All right, guys, we're almost through here. Hang in there with me. I want to show you another way that you can earn. We talked about lending, we talked about mining, we talked about staking, and we talked about trading. But this is the fifth secret way to learn with Bitconnect, and that's the Bitconnect referral program. So each person that you get to sign up with Bitconnect, you will earn 5% on everything that they loan out. Now, if they sign up someone, you'll get 3% of that person's loan for each person they sign up, and then 2% for the third level. So this is really exciting because, if you're like me, you like to, spread the good news. You like to get people excited about things that are working for you, and whether it's family, friends, coworkers, your followers on social media, this is just an additional way that you can start earning with Bitconnect. let me show you an example of what I've been able to do with the referral program. So here we go to total earned. You can see my initial investment was $120. I've already earned about $71 of that $120 back. But look at the affiliate bonuses. I mean, I'm almost 10x of my initial investment just because I've been sharing the good word about Bitconnect and getting people excited about it. They sign up under me, they make loans, you know, I see that profit. So you can see that fifth way of earning with Bitconnect can be pretty exciting. All right, guys, so let's talk a little bit about the most frequently asked questions around Bitconnect. Let's just dispel some of those myths and rumors that you might have heard on the street or on the interwebs. First one is Bitconnect a Ponzi scheme? You know, you hear this all the time. Oh, that's just a Ponzi scheme. Oh, that's just a scam. You know, don't do Bitconnect. Don't. What I find is it's a lot of white knighting. A lot of people out there feel a need to, you know, be white knights of the crypto space and basically virtue signal about, you know, a certain platform just because they're not successful in it, and basically think that they're saving someone else or they're being the Superman with the cape flying to their rescue. Let's take a look at just the facts. The systems of control that are in place today, like the Social Security system, like the fiat banking system, those are all tied to the dollar. And when you can print unlimited dollars, you know, however many you want on any given day, you know, that's really more of a Ponzi scheme in my eyes. That's something that's not sustainable. You know, at some point, all of that debt is going to be called back. And there's nothing that's going to be backing up those dollars that were printed. Whereas Bitcoin and things like Bitconnect, it's all done based off of proof of work. There's a public ledger called a blockchain that you can see all the transactions going on. You know, you can see who owns the coins, what wallets own the most Bitcoin and Bitconnect coin. And so it's a much more transparent system than the traditional banking system, or even things like IRA, retirement accounts, or things like the Social Security system, where, you know, the old people that paid into it and that are retired today, they're the ones that are getting those Social Security checks. But guys, you know, younger people that are paying into the Social Security system, they're probably not ever going to see, you know, benefits from that. The whole system's probably going to collapse as more people get older into retirement age. So is Bitconnect a Ponzi scheme? I would say that there are much bigger Ponzi schemes out there that people put all of their faith and trust in. With anything new, you know, anything groundbreaking, there's going to be a lot of FUD or fear, uncertainty, and doubt. There's going to be a lot of white knights who put on their Superman cape. But just know that Bitconnect, it does have a public ledger called the blockchain, and it is a coin that has a fixed amount. So that means that only a certain amount can be mined. All right, how long will Bitconnect last? You know, that's a question I get all the time, because you're putting in loans for essentially a fixed amount of loan time. There's been so many competitors pop up around Bitconnect. I know that Bitconnect's been through a lot of up and downs early on, and people kind of stuck with it. So the way that everything's kind of mapped out, and when you look at the supply of coins, and then you look at the coins are almost going for $300 a piece. So in essence, I don't think Bitconnect will fold anytime soon. I think the way that they have everything mapped out with their blockchain, and then how it relates to Bitcoin. I mean, if Bitcoin continues to go up like it has, I mean, it's gone up crazy this year, 2017. I don't see Bitconnect going out of business anytime soon. But with that being said, each of these investments is a risk. You need to do your own research. You need to do your own due diligence. Invest at your own risk. But in my opinion, I think Bitconnect will last for a pretty long time, as long as Bitcoin keeps going up in value. All right, so who are Bitconnect's main competitors? Bitconnect was first to market at the end of last year, 2016. Here, the last few months, we've seen a ton of different copycat competitors pop up in its place. So this is one called Regal Coin. That was really the first one to really successfully come out with their own coin. Bitcoin and lending platform. With all of these competitors, there's been different things that have not been quite right with them in terms of locking up people's accounts or having site maintenance, you know, their websites being down or doing price manipulation with certain things. I can say without a doubt that Bitconnect has been flawless for the time that I've been using it. I've never had an issue. I've never gone to the website and it was, you know, down for maintenance. Not to say that those things won't and can't happen with Bitconnect, but compared to some of these copycats, I mean, they're still trying to play catch up to the original Bitconnect. Here we're looking at Western Coin, which has been a good one. They seem to be doing some price manipulation with their exchange. Here we have one called Bitconnect, which is essentially trying to do the same thing that Bitconnect does with Bitcoin, although using Ethereum or Bitconnect with this platform. They had a bunch of issues getting into the ICO. They cut people out from using a US IP address. I was able to get some coins in the IPO, but again, these are all high risk and they really don't come close to what Bitconnect is able to do. And then the last one is Ucoin Cash. It looks really snappy, really good. It has a nice interface, and they're currently going through their ICO. The current cost at this time of this filming was 82 cents. So that's another one I'm going to be investing in. And you know, with all these, I like to put in a little bit just to, you know, see how they go and test them out. But the one without a doubt, granddaddy of them all, has been Bitconnect. All right, guys, so what is a capital release? So we talked about this earlier, but a capital release is when you get your initial investment back. We can take a look at the lending platform, and when you go to put a loan in, you'll see on the right-hand side this capital release. And that'll tell you how many days you have to wait until that loan is returned back to you. So if you loan $1,010, you will get $1,010 back after 239 days. You'll get that back into your lending wallet. So really it hedges your bet against a risk in that, you know, as long as Bitconnect is still up and running, you're going to get your money back, including the daily interest that you earned. So that's very exciting. Not a lot of these programs offer a capital release. So it's one thing that I recommend is just the icing on the cake for you guys getting into Bitconnect, getting signed up, and start making your loans today. All right, the granddaddy of them all, how much money will I make with Bitconnect? You know, it really depends on how much you put into it and what your strategy is going forward. If you want to reinvest every day, you're going to have to deposit $1,010 or more to be able to do those daily reinvestments and take advantage of that daily compound interest. Some people, you know, like me, they just want to test it out. So put in $100, get your referrals up so that way you make your money back. Now I'm looking to do my next loan at $1,010 or more. So I'll be jumping in there and taking advantage of the compound interest. Now that I've made my initial investment back, I kind of tested it out, compared it to other lending platforms. So it's been a win for me all the way around. And now I'm ready to put in more money. But I've had some guys under me that have gone in with $5,000, $10,000 and just, you know, thrown that in there, gotten that daily interest and started reinvesting. So it all depends what your goals are. If it's to get as much Bitcoin as possible, if it's to earn a daily income, whatever that is, you can figure out for yourself. But I really recommend going to chriscantu.com/compounding and download that spreadsheet, kind of play with the numbers and build your strategy on what you want to make with the platform. So it's really up to you guys. All right. So, man, that felt like it took forever. I hope that I was able to at least answer your questions and give you a level of comfort in going forward and setting up your account with Bitconnect and doing your first loan and just knowing kind of the landscape of the different ways that you can make money with it. You know, some of the things that get said about Bitconnect that really aren't true when you look at the traditional banking landscape. And I hope I was able to answer some of the questions so that you can get started in cryptocurrency and kind of know what you're getting into and what the opportunity is for you. As always, I appreciate your support. Go ahead and get signed up at chriscantu.com/Bitconnect. For those of you guys who want to get on my MGTOW crypto team, I'll give you access to VIP training, video insights, video tips. So you can go to MGTOWcrypto.com and you can also sign up with those other lending platforms that I showed you earlier. So guys, let me know what questions questions you have in the comments section below. I'm really excited to hear what you had to say about this best Bitconnect tutorial for 2018. As always, I appreciate your support. If you haven't done so already, make sure you click the red subscribe button below. Hit the little alarm bell so you get notified each time I upload a new video. And as always, Chris Cantu, MGTOW Crypto, with you back tomorrow with another video. Peace.